Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, jokers of us gaming, proud to present some Blue Jays baseball on MLB The Show 24. I am your host, the one true Joker. And today marks the 75th game of the season. 75. And on the 75th game, it is an AL East battle. It will be the Boston Red Sox with a 36 and 38 record at the 56 and 18 Toronto Blue Jays. Today's pitchers will be Lucas Garciado of the Boston Red Sox. His record is 2-3 with an ERA of 6.00. Why he will, and that is the Boston Red Sox pitcher. And for the Toronto Blue Jays pitcher today, Boston faces Matthew Boyd. Boyd has a 7-0 record and an ERA of 1.49. This game, of course, will be played at the Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario. Toronto, of course, is first in the AL East, while Boston is ranked third in the AL East standings. And with it being clear skies, the Jays have decided to have the stadium roof closed today. There's going to be a few changes in the lineup. As you see, here's a few guys that need some rest. We'll start off in the catching department. Brian Silver will come in for Danny Jansen. Connor Falefe will play shortstop today. So that means he moves from shortstop from second base to shortstop. So with that, Bo Bichette is gonna have the day off, while Davis Snyder will be the second baseman. George Springer will also have today off, and he will be replaced by Luis Gurriel Jr. Let's see. I think we'll take out Vlad Gurriel. Put Brandon Bell at first. And with Vlad having to go on the bench, that will be Joey Varte taking that spot. Yeah, I like what I see. Now, how should I do today's batting lineup? Let's see. You know what? The lineup will stay that way. So there you go. And with that, here is today's lineup between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. A reminder of today's pitchers and their stats. And then finally, the team rankings as you see on the screen. So now we take to John and Chris to call most of the action between these two clubs.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Matthew Boyd. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
The pitch. Jaron Duran in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Matthew Boyd starts things off with a fast blow strike.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And a quick out, number one.
And the first time in this
As we
series,
check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox.
Doesn't stay on
Singy, we're
base.
looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day, day in and day out.
Squeezes it, 2 away now.
And a great defensive catch by Kevin Gilmore.
And stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 out, space is empty.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Kicks and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Kicks and deals. Caught him looking for the K.
And that's
Red
a
Sox
big
nothing.
strikeout by the Blue
coming to bat.
Jays.
You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show Canada.
Great pitch by Matthew Boyd.
Back now in Toronto. And today's starting pitcher, Lucas Giolito. What's the word on him?
Giolito.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Bottom of the first, and it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
The right fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
The pitch.
Gurriel is 5 for 10 against the pitcher.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. one away.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
And the batter now is Joey Votto. This one high in the air to left center. Yoshida pulls it down, and there's 2 away.
Definitely
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get guys around to score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. Out to short. Third out, and that ends the frame. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Now batting Tristan Casas.
The first baseman, Tristan Casas.
The pitch. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Serving makes the grab, 1 away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Big swing and a miss.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Next offering is in for a strike. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Welcome Boshev makes the grab for the second
2
out
outs,
of
base
the
is
inning.
empty. And Manuel Valdez up next for the Red Sox.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
First pitch just misses. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. Out towards right center field. Gurriel handles the chance. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Brandon Bell.
Brandon Bell, as you know, currently leads the home run department with 36.
And he deals. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Oh, that ball was crushed.
Oh,
His
baby,
second
that
home
one
run
was
of the
gone.
series. It's 1-0. He only
That was
needed
just
one swing to
swing.
square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat.
Over the wall.
Aggressive, and it paid off.
And the Jays start things off with a bang. In this inning, it's a beautiful home run, number 37 for Brandon Bell. And
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now it's
now
Devers at the
have
plate.
a 1-0 lead.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The former Red Sox, Rafael Devers.
The wide to kick the pitch. And Devers hits that one. Crow Armstrong should have it.
Out.
He's got it, and there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. That one fouled off. You know, we talk so much about how guys prepare for a start. For Giolito, one of the things that's really cool, he actually uses scouting reports and then plays MLB The Show to execute how he's going to go about attacking hitters.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. So the night before his start, he effectively goes over the lineup he anticipates he's going to face and plays the game. So he goes through an entire opposing lineup on MLB The Show, utilizing his own scouting report the team provided. Next pitch is outside. For Giolito, it actually is an idea that kind of came together with his buddy Max Fried. They played together in high school in Los Angeles, and they're not sure who started it first, but in 2019, they each began to go over scouting reports using MLB The Show.
Dalton Varsho.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
Kiner-Falefa apparently is on an 8-game hitting streak.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. One run across in the frame so far here in the third and final game of the series. And now 2-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side.
Falefa fails to
Corrals
extend the
it,
inning.
and that will end the inning. Toronto picks up one on this homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada.
Once again, we take a replay look at Brandon Belt's 37th home run of the season.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Vaughn Grissom. Boyd back to work. And a foul ball.
Boyd
Grissom getting to start at shortstop.
Fastball.
Hitting 7th in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And now the 0-1. There's the strike at the knees. Slice to right, and it stays fair.
Vaughn Grissom, unlike the previous game, gets on base.
So stepping in for Boston, Pete Crow Armstrong. Lifted in the air out to left. Varsho moving under it. Makes the grab.
Armstrong in his first play appearance against the Blue Jays in this series. Rise up to Dave also.
Here's the third baseman, Cedane Rafaela. In there at the knees. 0-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stand on that double play.
1-1.
And the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And here it comes. Struck him out looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1.
2 outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. The throw in. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Perfect. Shot down the line by Jared Duran to get that
Wilyer
double.
Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Boston now has men in scoring position, left and tie.
Grissom on third. Duran at second with 2 gone. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And with that, Boston now has the lead by 1.
And next for the Red Sox, Masataka Yoshida. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out at second.
And Brian
That
Taylor
ends the
does his job
Catcher
behind the
definitely
plate
looked
that
ready
gets
for
them
that stolen
good
base
and
attempt. Got in
final
position
inning.
quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Perfect.
As we go to the last of the third. And here's the catcher, Brian Servin.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings and
Swings
misses.
at a bad
Strike
pitch.
1.
Well, these Jays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Sheldon has swung at 3 pitches, all outside the zone.
0-2 now. Ball 1 there.
Lays off for the first time at this plate appearance. Now it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
And a 1-2. Bounced up the middle. Grissom
Shortstop
on the run,
makes
sends it
the
over to
play.
first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Here's Kiermaier now. Outside
that's
low,
ball.
and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
The Jays trailing by a run here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Fought off foul. And the right-hander deals. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get
Great
the out
defensive
after the
play
ricochet.
by the pitcher to get the second out.
The right fielder, Lourdes.
Here's Gurriel. He's 0 for 1.
Back to the top of the order.
On a line, base hit.
Gurriel
So
has
he gets on
extended
base
the
and
inning.
keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Joey Votto coming in with a 371 batting average on this play appearance. Hits
Hit
it.
hard, base hit.
Hits it.
He's in there.
Ooh, almost a miscommunication now. Don't know
Here's the
what
second baseman.
He's
going
been
on
really
there,
clutch
but
with runners in
luckily
scoring position this season, so they'll have to be
nothing
extra careful
happened.
in this matchup. He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Davis Snyder
This one lifted in the air, left
hits it,
field.
but right
And that
to the
will
left
end the inning.
fielder to end the inning.
Blue Jays leave a pair, and they trail it here 2-1. Back now in Toronto, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set
And
to
the
lead off the
1-2
fourth,
Joker.
Masataka Yoshida. Boyd back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is in for a strike.
You
That
see,
fastball, even though it's up, that's the
Second
velocity
in
you want to
batting
go
average
after.
for the
Low
Boston
90s,
Red Sox
a
is
lot
at
better than trying to hit the
293.
high 90s.
Keeps the
Foul
at-bat going with a
off.
foul ball. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball.
Also gets it, so no advance by
Well, as hot
Lucia.
hitting continues,
He
he's
only
been
gets
getting
the
great
single out
results
that.
lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Casas stands in now and watches
0-1
strike
count.
one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
This is Cox's second game in a row for this series against the Blue
Yoshida
Jays.
gets his lead at first with nobody out. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And the former number
Oh, it
one.
can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself
is
out of an extended
Matthew
slump,
Boyd's
one that
third
lasts for
strikeout.
several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And a foul ball.
Warren has done all right in this series against the Blue Jays. He's actually 4 for 7. It's a double and an
And at
RBI.
first, one away. Line drive.
Oh,
Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him
unlucky.
off. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. And
A
midway
line
in the
driver
fourth,
that
it's the
ends
Red
up
Sox
making
2
it
and the Blue Jays 1.
double play.
Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the fourth, and now the first baseman, Brandon Bell.
First baseman
As
gets
he
an
turns on the rubber,
unassisted double play
good
there.
live arm delivers. Ripped on the ground to
Why
second.
Brandon Bell unfortunately
Whips it
grounds
to
out
Casas. One up, one down.
Now batting, third baseman,
to the Boston Red Sox.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. 0 for
Devers.
1 with a fly out to center.
Against his former club for the first time this year.
On the ground to first.
Unfortunately, he
Casas
goes
on to first.
3 for
And a
8
couple
so
of quick
far
outs.
in this series with that ground out.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho.
Varsho has had only 1 hit in this series.
Back to the mound. He's got it. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue
Boston
Jays.
looking
And our
strong
score
here.
remains 2-1. And we're back. We go to the top of the fifth. And stepping in for Boston, Enmanuel Valdez. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Tosses to first.
Snyder
and
gets
the
the
leadoff
out.
hitter retired in the
And
5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the
Ladder.
ball out of the
And
air.
then
Lets the
hitless in
defense
this
work
series.
behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Vaughn Grissom up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off.
As Grissom fouls that off, Grissom's got on base for the first time in this series. Last play
The
appearance
wind
was
of
a
the
single.
pitch. Line drive, base hit.
And that's 2 in a row for Grissom.
So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Foul ball there.
I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. He never got on base the last game.
Grissom, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And the former Cubby trying to get on base for the first time in this
Kicks
series.
and fires. That one
And
out
will.
to right. And it falls. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
That's Armstrong's 7th double of the year. Beautiful shot down the line to get that double.
So stepping in for Boston, Cedane Rafaela. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Down the right field line and a base hit. 1 run across, another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they're up by 3.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And
So
that's
the
the
lineup
second
flips
time
over.
Boston has
Jaron
scored 2
Duran
runs
now at the plate.
in this game.
And there's a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits.
1-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Got it by him for the K.
And that's
Well,
a
one of the
big
things
out
that
when
hitters
you
will
think
do is
about
they'll
it.
look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Now it's going to be Wilyer Abreu.
0-1's the count.
Abreu got a single, and his single last time up was
2 outs.
a
He
2
swings and fouls
RBI.
1 off.
So give Boston a lead.
At the belt and fires. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And they'll do it again. 2 runs across in the inning. We're at the top of the 5th. Hit on the ground to the right side. To second, there's Kiner Falefa, and that's the 3rd out. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 1.
And with the Red Sox 3.5 games back in the wild card spot,
And welcome back
they
to the
currently
ballpark.
lead this
We head to the
one
bottom of the
4-1.
5th. And now for the Jays, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. And the pitch. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Abreu hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now
Down
batting
off,
Ryan
Forget
Serven.
Ryan Serven
Doesn't
next up for the Blue Jays.
extend his
0 for 1
hitting
so
streak
far.
yet.
And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page, and that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. The Red Sox leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. Missing inside, now 1 and 2.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Brian Sola pops up and is out for the second
Now
of this
batting
inning.
center fielder
Jays
Kevin
offense still
Kiermaier.
struggling.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. In the air, left side. Yoshida makes the catch, inning over.
And the Boston defense shutting down the offense of the Blue Jays once again. At the end of 5 innings, Boston has a commanding 4-1 lead over the Blue Jays.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Leading off, Masataka Yoshida. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one. 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
Strike 2.
No ball.
Yoshida is second in the average department for the Red Sox, but first in home runs with 13. So he is definitely a dangerous batter for the Red Sox.
And a pitch. Swing and a
And
miss.
that's a
Struck
big
him
out for the Blue Jays.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing
Number
away from the
5
hitter,
for
blowing away with some
for
good
Boyd.
action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
And first offering is fouled off.
Jackson is currently 2 for 8 in this series. He has got a home run against the Blue Jays.
On the ground, right side. And foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
He had him out
That's
in
the
front,
second
which
strikeout
isn't
of
easy to
this
do
inning.
against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Connor Wong will hit next.
Long. Currently 4 for 8
Swing
in
and a
this
miss,
series.
strike 1. Wong, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017. And that's in there at the knees.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Picks up
And the Blue
strikeout
Jays
number
strike
7.
out the side.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We go to the bottom of the 6th to see if the Blue Jays offense can get things going. Or the defense, once again, shut them down.
Bottom of the inning. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
And Luke warming it up. So
The right-hander back to
Boyd's
work.
day may be over.
Swings through that one.
Well, these Blue Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
Well, will fly out to the right
And it's
field.
caught for the out.
So, based on those first pitch numbers and how often they lead to outs, it's easy to see why maybe they should be a little more patient with their approach moving forward.
And next is
Joey
the designated
Votto
hitter, Joey Votto. 1
has
for
had
2.
very good success against the Red Sox. He's currently 3 for 4.
Absolutely.
And he has got
And that
another
one is
home
gonna
run
win
in this
by a
series.
man down by the river. A
And the lead is
gigantic
cut in
blast.
half.
His
14
17th
now
of the
for
year.
Red
It's
Sox.
4-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
430 feet.
1 out, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman. And a good eye there.
David Snyder is currently 0-2. He's only gone base 1 time, which was a
Red
double.
Sox leading it
He's
by
currently
2
1
here
and
in the
5
bottom
in
of the
this series.
6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Snyder
Slaying
with
a
a
hard
shot up
liner up the middle to base
the
hit.
gut
So they get a man aboard with a
for a
1-out
base
single.
hit.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver
That's
that
the second
baseball.
hit in a
That
row
is a
from the Blue
scary
Jays.
one. Watch your lips.
One gone, runner at first. Up to the plate, it's
Boston
Brandon
has
Belt.
chosen to
He's already
keep their
homered here
pitcher
in this
on the
one.
mound.
First pitch, and he just misses. With the tying run at the plate, here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Brandon Belt has gotten 2 home runs in this series.
Valdez. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's 2.
Great play by the second
But
baseman
not
to get
before
that
they
double
answer back with a
play.
solo home run. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show.
And we see the replay by Joey Votto, who's cut this lead in half. 4-2 for the Red Sox now at the end of the 6th. Well, this will be the last inning.
Back here at Rogers
we
Center,
see
all set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Edmanuel Valdez.
for the Boston Red Sox.
On the pitch out
As
of the
it
pen
is
here.
the last
And
inning,
if you dig
we
into his
see
walk
Matthew
rate,
Boyd
his numbers are
as
really
Aaron
impressive.
Lupa
He's
comes
really
in
filled up the strike
with an
zone
ERA
this
of
season, so these
300.
batters better be ready to swing the bats.
This is his 15th game of the year. And it will be a lefty
As
versus
the
lefty
lefty gets to
matchup
work.
here.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Smoked on
Snyder
the ground a
plays it
second.
to get
The
the
leadoff
out.
hitter set down to open the 7th. Vaughn Grissom up next for the Red Sox.
Grissom having a great day today for the Red Sox.
Pitch is in
2
there.
for 2.
And that's strike 1.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
What a play in right field. And there are 2 down.
Coryell Jr. lunged and got that out.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Armstrong is 1 for 2 in this series.
Right through there for a strike.
The first game he played, his last hit was a double.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one. It's a
And
strikeout.
that's a big out when you
Nothing
think
doing
about it for the
Boston,
Blue Jays.
as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
We go to the 7th inning stretch. Jays down by 2.
Back now in Toronto, set for the last half of the 7th. Rafael Devers up to hit.
Jays hoping Devers goes through here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong moves after it.
Unfortunately, he does not, as he flies out to the center fielder. Armstrong makes that catch look easy.
Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Varsho, who struggled in this series so far, is 1-8. And he gets a much-needed run for the Blue Jays.
A massive home run. His 24th home run of the season. It's 4-3. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
And with that home run, the Jays are now down by 1.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly
The
not
previous
fooled by the
home run the
location or
Jays
the
hit was
velocity.
430
He was
feet.
all over that fastball.
Varsho hits this one for 429.
And now the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner-Falefa has popped up,
towards
and
it.
his 8-game hitting streak
Snags it for the
is
second out.
in jeopardy.
The batter, the catcher,
Brian Serven next up for the Blue Jays.
Serven, he pops
on the
up.
infield. Casas drifts towards it. And that is
And the
that.
first baseman makes an easy grab.
But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
So at the end of 7, Red Sox still have the lead 4-3 over the Blue Jays.
And we're back. New inning getting started. And stepping in for Boston, Cedane Rafaela. Swinging a foul
Luke.
back. That's out of play.
Backed out for another inning.
And the lefty with the 0-1. This one
And
chopped to the
Luke
ground, but foul.
is one of the Jays' long relievers here, other than Richardson.
Pitch.
Richardson, of
Gets
course,
a
as you
piece,
know,
and it stays
had to
0-2.
come in really early in yesterday's game, where the Jays got clobbered by the Red Sox,
Slice the other way. That's a
14-9.
base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Tim Mesa warming up.
Now
Mesa
here
was
is
in
Jaron
yesterday's
Duran.
game.
And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
And Boston once again has a man
And
in
next for the
scoring
Red Sox,
position.
Wilyer Abreu. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Trying to move the runners over. Picks it up with the
Trevor
bare
gets
hand,
it
very
and gets
nicely
the out,
done for
but
the out.
Boston does his
That right there
job.
was a productive at bat.
with that
you know you're doing
sacrifice
something right.
bunt.
Anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a couple of runs.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Golden opportunity right here. Now a mound visit coming. And with the reliever just beginning throwing out there in the bullpen, this should buy a little more time to get him loose.
Pete Walker talking things over. Looks at the manager. And they do elect to bring in Tim
takes over on the
Mesa.
mound.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Mesa trying to keep this a one-run game for the Blue Jays.
The other way, base hit, one run is in.
And once again, Willie has gotten a 2 RBI.
And they take a
His
3-run
second
lead.
time
Well, that started
in
and
this
ended
game.
pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man at first with one gone. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Starts him off with the breaking ball, which isn't surprising. They're trying to keep him off balance, but he's been known to connect on the breaking stuff too.
On the ground to third, might be 2. To second, that's 1. On to first, double play.
And the
that's the
Jays
inning.
managed to get a double
So 2
play,
runs,
but
3
Boston
hits, no
does
errors, no
damage
one left.
and regains
Last half of the
a
8th coming up.
3-run lead.
It's the Red Sox 6 and the Blue Jays 3.
We go to the bottom of the 8th. Jays down by
Back now,
3.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kenley Jansen. He pitched
Kenley
yesterday,
Jansen.
and we'll see him once again.
Jansen has an ERA of a 3.15.
And now for the Jays, Kevin Kiermaier.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
And he deals. And that one fouled off.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Kiermaier hits it, and
There's a rocket
he
into the
gets a
outfield.
big
Around
hit,
first and hustling for second.
which ends up being
And
a
he greets the
double
new
for
arm
the
from the bullpen
stolen
with a
base
double.
man himself,
Couldn't have
who
timed it up any
currently
better
at
than that.
30.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
And with Kevin Kiermaier's double, that's his
Now it's the right
16th of the
fielder,
year.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 3. Bounced out to short. Grissom throws to
They
first.
hold Kiermaier at
One gone to the
second
bottom of the
to
8th.
get that big first out.
Up next for the Blue
Jays down by 5, have 5 outs remaining
Now
to
it's the
try
Toronto designated hitter,
to
Joey
win
Votto.
this
He's
series.
already homered in this game.
Joey Votto is 4 for 5 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs. This is a big play appearance for the Blue Jays. And hit up the
Third
middle,
hit of the
will
day
get a
for the DH.
run
In there safely.
as
And
the
it's now
play
a two-run
was
game.
What if they're
there in
looking to be
time,
aggressive and got
but
something he can
because
handle?
of the way the
Everything
throw
was on
came
time
in,
and fluid in that
Kiermaier
swing. Got a
will
pitch you can get the barrel
score.
on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And that is Joey Votto's third RBI
Runner
in
on
this
at first with
series.
one gone. Now it's the second baseman. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. So a change being made at first base. And here's the pinch runner, George Springer.
George Springer coming in as a runner. And as
Springer on the run.
expected,
That's
Springer
it for a
runs.
strike.
and it does
safe.
get in
It's a
scoring
stolen base.
Well, the good
position.
arm behind the dish. It's definitely a roll of the dice
Bring
here
it
to try to steal
10th
second
stolen
base.
base
And he can
of
zip it
the
down
year.
there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Davis Snyder cashed him in.
Out to
He
center.
does hit it.
And
Gonna
that'll fall
drop
for a
it,
base
Snyder.
hit. In comes the run
Gets
from
an
second,
RBI, and the
it's
Jays
6-5.
are once
Well, it was a
again
great job of
down
letting that
by
runner steal second base, get into
one.
scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
That might be Jansen's last batter he faces.
One down.
No.
Runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter.
They elect
Brandon
to
Bell.
face
He's been
him.
a great free agent sign.
Elect to him to
If you're a
face
base runner,
the
you've got to stay
Jays'
dialed in
home
here.
run
Look for
leader
anything in the
himself
dirt. Try your
in
best to get in the scoring
Brandon
position.
Belt. This is a huge play appearance for the Blue Jays. This series is tied 1 game apiece between the AL East
Righty
matchup.
to the plate. Ground ball
Brandon
to the right
Belt.
side. Casas toss to second.
Ends
Double
up
play.
doubling
What a
out,
twin killing
and that's
to end
a
the inning.
huge
They
out
put 2 on the
by
board
the
on 3
Boston
hits,
Red
no
Sox.
errors, and no one left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Red
The
Sox
gamble
6 and the
pays
Blue
off
Jays
as
5.
first to second back to first. What a defensive move by the Red Sox.
We go to the 9th, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong.
Tim Mesa
pitch.
still in for the Blue Jays.
Right through there for a strike.
They'll
Mesa,
face the
a 6'3"
righty
lefty.
Connor Wong.
He features
Wong
a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer.
has
And now
failed
the
to get
count
on
is
base
even.
this game. Wong has had a really good series, though, overall against the Blue Jays.
And it goes just foul.
It's a 1-2 count to Wong.
Got him swinging.
And Mesa gets a big out here in the 9th.
So up next, Manuel Valdez.
Hernandez
No base hits in the
Also
series for him
hitless
so
in
far, and
today's
it's clearly been
game.
a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Chad
Crowd
Green
locked in
is
right
currently
now.
warming up
One-run
in the
game here in the
bullpen.
9th. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Will this be Tim Mesa's last batter?
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I don't know. He's gotten
And he'll
2
be beating
big
himself up on the way
strikeouts
back to the
now.
dugout. Got a pitch to hit.
That's
and just
a
couldn't
hard
get to it.
argument
That
to
slider
take him out.
really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
But the Jays manager
Chad
comes
Green
out
ready to go.
and makes
Pretty
the
tight game, so they're
change.
looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Chad Green has an ERA of 4.97. This is his 17th game of the year. So they elect to have a righty versus righty matchup.
And a foul ball.
Gintham, who had struggled most of this
Two
series,
down, nobody on.
is currently 2 for 3 here. And the Boston Red Sox would really need an
Swing
insurance
and a miss.
run
Struck him out.
and
good
fails
work
to
there
do
as he gets a
so
1-2-3.
as
So
Boston
no runs,
is
no hits,
struck
no
out.
errors, and no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th.
And
It's
so
the Red
Boston
Sox
Red
6
Sox
and the
get
Blue Jays 5.
the side struck out. Here's Rafael Devers up,
Chris Martin gets the call from the pen.
and he
Well, he blew a
will
save
face the
opportunity his
closer,
last time
Chris
out,
Martin.
and I'm sure that's at
Martin
least in the
currently
back of
has
his mind.
a
So this is a good
17
chance
game
at some redemption
save
here.
going in his 23rd appearance.
Devers now 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Now, Brody, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and
love
close
a
out
big
ball
hit
games for a
here
win.
against his former
Swung
club.
on, belted.
And he does!
And that one hops the wall.
Devers hustles the
And
second
the
for a
tying runs
stand-up
at second base with a double.
double.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really
The
great
teeth
job
of
coming
the
through right there. It's
season,
gotta
and now
feel good.
James
This was a really nice
on.
swing. Didn't quite get enough
Loving
behind
it.
it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head
And
in left
so
field,
the
it was extra
Jays
bases all the way.
tying
And now a
run
crucial
is
opportunity
in
to tie up this game with another
scoring
base hit.
With the tying run and scoring position in the bottom of the ninth, Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Brad Hand and Eric Swanson warming up when Dalton Varsho is at the plate with Raphael Devers at second. That's a big hit! That was score!
The throw into
And
second.
the Jays!
Not in time. He's safe. And this one is tied. A run scores on the play.
Huge moment for him and his team, dude. You know, some guys
Tie.
just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance
And
to tie it
now
up in the
Martin
bottom of
risking
the
the
ninth,
blow,
but he didn't
have
let the
a
moment get to
blown
him. Comes up with the
save
RBI
as
knock,
the
and now he's
Jays
giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa getting ready
Ryan
to hit.
Falefa here, 0-3.
Down to ball here.
Fouls it.
Rolls foul.
Ryan Falefa, as you know, entering the game with an 8-game hitting streak, currently 0-3. A hit was really...
Move to
Oh, a
second.
play
Varsho
at second,
gonna die.
but they do not get Varsho. Not out here.
The winning run on second base. Tapped at the plate, but it's a
Martin
foul ball.
trying to keep this game tied. This is a huge chance
Righty
for the Blue
delivers.
Jays.
In the
That's
air, right
15.
field. Snags it on the
Varsho
run.
takes the
Runner
run,
tags it second,
and
he
he
makes it up to
is
third
90
with one
feet away from winning this game. The Jays has been down
Tied at 6. Brian
since
Servant
the
next up for
second
the Blue
inning.
Jays. Outfield moves in,
Oh,
looking to
now
cut down the
90
winning
feet
run at the plate.
away from
So
coming back
RBI spot,
and
but
winning
Chris, this is a
this
guy that is not really
game.
swinging the bat all
Brian
that well
Silver
here.
is
In
up.
this situation, you have a real good
And with
opportunity to get
Silver
swings
up,
and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack
They
him in this
are
spot.
electing to bring in Danny
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter.
Jansen.
Danny Jansen.
Oh, great spot. He's
Jansen
looking to come through with that go-ahead run on
has
base.
55 RBIs, and they choose to
These
walk
fans don't like to
him.
see that because they showed up to watch him swing
Probably
the
a
bat,
good
but this team
defensive
does not
move
want to let him
here,
beat him.
giving
Pitcher
them
coming
a
on, the
chance
veteran, Chase
at a
Anderson.
double
And he's had his
play.
struggles so far this year, as you can see
With
the
Ben on the
inflated
corner,
ERA.
here
Looking
comes
to bring that
Chase
down a little bit right
Anderson.
here.
Anderson, his job, I get a strikeout or a double play to
2
put
on,
this
1
inning
out.
into
And now the
extra
center
innings.
fielder, Kevin Kiermaier. Corner
Kevin
infielders playing
Kiermaier
in.
now up with men on the corners.
In the
Kiermaier hits
air,
the
out
seat.
towards left center. Brings it in.
That
Runner
run.
tags from third.
And it's
In comes
done.
the winning run.
Kevin
and the Blue Jays
Kiermaier
win it on a walk-off 7-6.
did a sacrifice it to get Danny Varsho
These
to
can
come
be
in
tough at
and
bats when
win
you know
this
you've got to
game
get the ball in
and
the air.
the
At worst case
series.
scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in, but he did a good job pulling the hands through.
Anderson,
Extension to put
Susie
that ball
Stark
deep enough out of the
knew right
outfield
off the
to score
bat
that run and
this
win this
one
game.
was over. Even though Boston threw it with all its might, it was nowhere in time for Danny Varsho, who came in and scored.
One-run game here
Kevin
today. Your final
Kiermaier
score, 7-6.
comes
For Chris
through
Singleton and our
with a
entire outstanding crew
sacrifice
here
hit
at MLB The Show, I'm John
to
Shelby.
give the
See you
Jays the
soon.
win and the series over the rivaling Boston Red Sox. Oh my. We look at the highlights in this match. It looked like Boston had things well in hand, but the Jays had the never die attitude. Crawled back. They were down by 3 runs. Then Boston, the way, oh my goodness. I'm going to have to look at the scoreboard here to really explain it. But, like they say, this series was definitely a hell of a matchup between this AL East teams. The way this game went, Toronto opened up the scoring. At the end of the second, it was 1-0. Then we go to the top of the third. Boston gets 2 men on. Willie hits both of them in. Willie Adana, I believe his name was. He ends up hitting him in. Boston gets the lead for the first time in the game. It's 2-1 Boston. Then nothing until the top of the 5th, with Boston once again has 2 men on base. And it ended up being another 2 batters hit in by Boston. Boston then had a 3-run lead. Bottom of the 6th, the Jays cut that lead down to 1. Then at the end of 7, the Jays get a big, massive hit by Joey Votto, which was a home run, cuts the lead down to 1. It looked like the Jays were ready to come back and win this one. But then Boston opens up again. Once again, Willie Adonis, who hit a 2 RBI, does it again. And then Boston once again, at the end of the top of the 8th, had a 3-run lead. It looked like it was gonna be Boston's day, but the Jays did not quit. At the end of 8, the Jays answered back with 2 runs of their own, once again cutting the lead down to 1. Boston, of course, could not add any insurance runs in the 9th, which is what Toronto needed, and Toronto came through. Joey Votto comes up again. He hits it, and with the hit, he ends up bringing the tying run home. And Chris Martin, who was had 17 saves, had blown 3 of them, ends up giving up a hit. Then Toronto does a hit. It gets through. And we then have men in the corners. Chase Anderson comes in. Is one out. Men in the corners. They were hoping for Anderson to possibly get the inning-ending double play here. Or a strikeout. The man he has to face is Kevin Kiermaier. Kiermaier swings. It's hit. Way back. It's going to be caught, but Dave Marshall on third comes in and scores. And the Blue Jays come from behind to win this series over the rivaling Boston Red Sox. And that's how this game ends. As Blue Jays come back to win this one 7-6. So Chris Martin, in his save opportunity, blows the save and has 2 runs against him in the loss. Dave, of course, had brought in Chad Green to face one batter. He does his job, he gets the out, and because he is the pitcher on the mound, he ends up getting his first win of the year. His record goes to 1-1. Chris Martin, unfortunately, gets a loss, and because of it, I believe he's 0-2 in this season. And in a must-win game for Boston when you really think about it, because they're 3.5 games back on the wild card spot. It looks like they were going to win to cut the lead down to 2.5, but failed to do so. So because of the loss, Boston will now fall to 4.5 games back in the wild card position. Where the Blue Jays once again show why they are the first place team in the AL East, to beat their rivaling Boston Red Sox, to come back from behind not once but twice in a 3-run deficit game to win this one 7-6. The nobles for Boston, you had Jarrett Duran, who had started things off well in this series, fails to get on base for the first 2 times, but then gets on base the next 2 times. He finishes the day with going 2 for 4 with a double. He ended up scoring a couple times. Rafael, he goes 2 for 3. He gets 2 RBIs in this game. Vaughn Grissom, who had been quiet all series, actually does pretty good for Boston today. He goes 2 for 4, a couple runs. Then Pierre Crown Armstrong, in his first series against the Blue Jays, ends up finishing 1 for 3 with a double and a run. The nobles for the Blue Jays. You had Brandon Belt once again is showing why he's the home run leader as he gets his 37th home run, finishing the day 1 for 4 with an RBI, of course. Then Joey Votto, who was dangerous in this series. Shows why he was, as he goes 3 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBI. The second RBI, of course, was crucial, as that ended up being the tying run. Dalton Varsho gets a big double in the 9th. He would end up finishing his day going 2 for 4. He also gets a big home run. Of course, he gets 2 RBIs, and of course the second RBI doesn't come in without the man who does the sacrifice hit, is Kevin Kiermaier. Kiermaier ends up finishing the day for 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI, but his sacrifice hit scores Dalton Varsho. And Varsho ends up being the player of the game, and why not? He comes in and scores the winning run where the Jays successfully came from behind to win this one 7-6 over the rivaling Boston Red Sox. And with that win, the Blue Jays will end up winning the series against the rival Boston Red Sox. So once again, the final score, Blue Jays 7, the Red Sox 6. This game has been brought to you by Jokers Left Gaming. I want to thank John and Chris for calling this great action between these two rival clubs. I've been your host, the one true Joker, and thanking you for watching MLB The Show 24 with the coverage of Blue Jays baseball here. Once again, the final score, Blue Jays come from behind and beat their rivaling AL East rivals, the Boston Red Sox, 7-6. Until then, this is the one true Joker, thanking you, and with that, we say adieu, and we are officially signing out. See you next time on MLB The Show 24 with more Blue Jays baseball. Peace.